Welcome to this beautiful channel named Geeks for Geek School. Thank you very much all of you for joining me in this tutorial. And in this tutorial we are going to again develop a very beautiful thing on the Scratch platform. And the name of that game is scrolling background. Yes, we are going to develop a background, and that too a scrolling one. Right, so before diving into the platform, let me just tell you about a course which we have recently come up with. So it's the course based on the App Lab project. If you haven't worked on App Lab, and if you want to create mobile applications, so this is the best course for you guys. Um, so that's the URL of the web page which we have designed for you, in which on which you can find all the information related to this course. You can find the URL of this web page in the description section of the video also. Just you guys can just check out the description section, and over there you can also find a promo code with the help of which you can get a very big discount on the total course fee. Right, so this course is based on App Lab, and that's the whole thing about this course. And what all things you will be learning in this course. So we'll teach you how you can develop mobile applications, then what all components are there for developing user interface you have to keep in mind. So that's what you will learn. Then how can you design user interface for a mobile application, and how can you make your mobile app more interactive by adding coding to it. Also, how can you create multi-screen applications. That is also what you are going to learn in this amazing course. And then if you want to check out the syllabus, the topics that will be covered in this course, so you can come down and you can use this when you'll hit this show more option. So here you'll see the whole content that will be covered. So introduction to apps, then exploring apps. So these apps will be taught to you, how you can develop these apps, then how you can design apps, and how you can debug your code, then what are variables, how you can use variables in coding, and investigation conditional blocks, sorry, and how to make conditional blocks. All these things will be taught to you in an extremely good way. If you want to see the syllabus, you can click on this view detailed syllabus block, and it will redirect you to a new tab to which a PDF file is connected. You can download the PDF file and you can show it to your parents, and these are the various topics that will be covered. So all the topics which I just verbally explained you can take the printout of these topics from here, and you can show it to your parents and you can avail the course. Right, and what's the best part of this course? It is extremely affordable. Right, so seats are limited. If you are interested in taking this course, so please book your seats now. And also, if you think that some other person will can be benefited with this course, so you can just share this information with him, so that he can take this course and get the benefit of the things which we will be teaching to him in this course. Right, and besides this, if you want to learn things related to artificial intelligence or machine learning or data science or anything related to web development, or something big, so Geeks for Geeks should be the point of contact. Right, we are into everything. Okay, we can teach you each and everything. We have superb mentors who are ready to share the knowledge with you guys. They are professionals, and definitely you are going to take away many good things from our courses. If you want to check out the courses related to the topics, artificial intelligence, machine learning, or something else, you can just check out the main website of Geeks for Geeks school. Over there you'll find all the relevant information. In case you come across any issue, you can contact our executive team at any time. We are there for you 24/7. Right, and if you want some help from me, you can put your queries in the comment section. Definitely I am going to respond to every query of yours. Right, So thank you very much for listening to me, and now let's come on this Google and access the Scratch platform on which we are going to develop on which we are going to learn today how can we develop a scrolling background. So for accessing Scratch, we can simply write down Scratch Online 3.0 like this, and that's where it will redirect us to. So here, with the help of this hyperlink given right on the top of this web page, we can get ourselves redirected to the main website of Scratch. And here, exactly right on the top, you'll find the start creating option, with which you can get yourself redirected to the Scratch environment, where you'll find all the codes and everything, with the help of which you can develop your game and app. And by the time I'm accessing the platform, if you have any queries related to the lectures I have shooted previously, so you can put all those queries in the comment section. If you have any issues also, if you want to know something, if you want me to explore some other software and provide you the tutorials of the same, so you can just put the name of the software in the comment section. Whatever you have in your mind, I would like you guys to just share it with us. Okay, until and unless you'll share it, we'll not be able to help you guys out, right? So you will keep on sharing, you also keep on exploring new things, and I will also keep on doing those things, and definitely we'll help you out in the best possible way. So that's the Scratch platform, and I don't want this sprite, so I'm removing it for now. Okay, so I'm done with removing this sprite. Now we need to create a scrolling background. Now before creating that, let me see if I can get a relevant sprite in the sprites library. Now for accessing the sprites library, what I can do, I need to come right in the bottom on this choose a sprite option. Now when I will click on this, it will redirect me to this sprites library, where there are some sprites from which I can select, right? So let me select something which should look good. I think that's better. Let's use this one. Okay, so what you have to do, you have to simply click on that sprite which you want to select, and automatically Scratch will send that sprite on this playground like this, and it will be visible to you on the playground now, the way it is visible to me over here right now. Okay, if you want, you can just change its position. Wherever you want to keep it, you can keep it over there. Okay, now it's looking very big. I would like to reduce its size to, I think 70 is going to be a good option. Yes, 70 is better. Now what we are going to do, we are not going to import the background from Google or from some other external source, or we are not going to use the backdrops which are present in the backdrops library of Scratch. In place of that, we are going to draw the backgrounds. Okay, let's start with that. I need to come on this sprite option. Okay, I'm not making use of this backdrop, because I want to add the backdrop as a sprite. So that's the reason I am using this option. And how can we paint a backdrop? We can make use of this paint option. That is absolutely right. So automatically what it will do, it will create for you an empty frame. Here you can paint whatever you want to. So the first thing we require is are the two rectangles, right? We require two rectangles, and they should be of different colors. So let's make use of this rectangle tool, and from here we can select the color we want to see inside the rectangle. So for now I am selecting this green color. I think this will look great. Let me just check it out. So we can just drag it, and no, I don't want to see this border, this black color border. I don't want. So what we can do, we can just reduce the width to 0, and the outline will go away. and I don't want this black thing there. Let me now draw this rectangle over here. Okay, so once so now we can see the rectangle on this playground. Okay, and it is looking for perfectly fine. Let me reduce the width of this. I think now it's looking fine. Yeah. Now besides that, I would like to draw another rectangle with some blue color, so as to make it look more interesting and realistic. I want to make the background look more interesting as well as realistic. So that's the reason blue color I am choosing. Let me see how can I make blue over here. Okay, I think that will do or not. I have to make it more light. Yep. So if I'll draw the rectangle now, let's see what is the output I will get. It is looking better, right? It's looking fine. And we are able to see some space on the top. This white color space, I don't want it, so we can make use of this what we call it select tool and increase the width of this rectangle a little bit. Yeah, I think now it is perfectly fine, right? Yes. So now the playground, the whole playground is getting covered, and that's what we are getting as an output right now. So it is looking amazing. Okay, besides that, let's draw something over here so as to make it more so as to make this background look more appealing and realistic. For that, I'm choosing this circle option, and let's make use of some gray color. I would like to paint some rocks kind of thing. Gray, where can we find gray? I think that's gray. Yeah. So what we can do, we can draw some rocks like this. Okay, and then with the help of this selection tool, we can simply, sorry, not like this. Yeah, with the help of this reshape tool, we can reshape it. I think this is looking better, right? And I would like to have one more stone, so we can just copy it, and let me change the color of this one to something a little dark, right? So that, no, it's not looking good. About this, no, still it's not dark. Yeah, now it is fine. And let's do one thing, let's reduce the size of this. I think now it is better, right? It's looking fine now. Okay, and if I'll reduce it more, then how about this? Yes, now it is looking much better. Okay, so let's come on this coding part now. We are done with drawing the background. Now we are not able to see that sprite which we imported right in the beginning. How can we bring it, how can we see it now? We are not able to see it right now. So for that, we can use this block. Where is that? I need to select first this sprite which I want to see, and then what we can do, we can make use of this where I'm trying to find out that go to block. yeah, this is the one, and we can place it over here. And if I'll change it to, no, not this one, this is not the one. Where is that layer block? I'm trying to find that out. Yeah, this is the one I was searching for. So I would like to bring it in the front. No, I'm not able to see it. Let's go the other way. So we can come on this background sprite, and from here we can just send it in the back. Now if I'll click on this, so that's how you can bring the sprite which is in the back side of this sprite, which is visible to us, which we just draw. So with the help of this block you can send it in the back, and automatically the sprite which it was covering earlier, now it will come in the front and we'll be able to see it. Okay, now what? So before defining the coding, I would like to tell you something. So the dimensions of this playground which you're seeing right now over here are something like this. So if you'll see this y-axis, so this topmost point is 180, right? It's at 180, and the lowermost point is at minus 180, and the middle is at 0. Okay, the middle point is 0. Similarly, if you'll consider the x-axis, so along x-axis this point lies on minus 240, this one lies on 240, and the middle lies on 0. Okay, so it's on minus 240, 240, this one is minus 180, this one is plus 180, and the middle point is 0. Now on the basis of these coordinates, we are going to define the coding for this playground, and we are going to code it in such a way that we can the user can see it moving, and it can look more realistic and appealing to the user. Right, what we are trying to do, we are trying to make our game more interesting for the user so that he can give it some more time. Okay, so let's start defining the coding for this. We need to come on this background sprite, and here I don't want this anymore. Now when the flag will be clicked, so when the flag will be clicked, what should happen? I would like the background to go in the background, or you can say go at the back. How can we send it back? We can send it back with the help of this go to block. We need to just select back from here, and automatically when you'll click this flag, when you'll hit the flag, automatically this background will go in the back, and this sprite, this a very sprite will be visible to us. Okay, now what? After this, what we can do, we can simply make use of this go to x y block. Now at present the position of this what we call it background is this. On x it is 0, and on y it is minus 2. So we can simply drag it and drop it over here. Fine. So in the beginning of the game, wherever the background is, it will come on this playground like this, and we'll be able to see it the way we are able to see it right now. Okay, now we need the forever block, because I want a code to get repeated. I want this platform to repeat the execution of a code for me, and that code is, let me see if I can find it over here. Yes, that's the one I was looking for. The code is change x by 10. Now if I'll simply put this over here, let's see what is going to happen, what's the output we'll get. So if I'll click this flag button, I'm able to see the background moving, right? It just moved, and right now it is at this position, but I don't want to see it moving in the right side. From left to right I don't want to see it. I want to see it moving from right to left. Okay, so for doing that, we can simply change this to minus 10. I think that is going to be a good idea. See, it has started moving from right to left, and it stopped at this point. Okay, now if I'll change it to minus 5, then what will happen? Let me stop the game and play it again. So the movement will slow down. and it is looking much better, as in comparison to -10. I think -5 is a better option. What do you think? Just share with me your ideas in the comment box if you want. Thank you very much in advance for sharing with me your ideas. Okay, now we need to make use of an if control statement, because what we want? We want a continuous movement of this background. So for getting that output, we can make use of this if control statement. We have to just put it inside the forever loop just after this change x by block, and then we can come on this operator section, and then let's make use of this operator smaller than. Okay, now here the coordinates at this point are the coordinates of this point. The coordinate of this point, the x part of this point, is -240, as I told you, and over here it is 240. So what we can do, we can, here in this if control statement, what is the double of 240? It is 480, right? But because it is stopping here, it is it is not moving ahead. Now it has stopped here, and right now the value of x is -467. So what we can do, we can check the movement, the x position. Where is that x position? Yeah, the moment the x position will become smaller than we cannot keep it -467. Let's make it 461. I think that is going to be a good idea. Let's make it 461. Okay, the moment it becomes less than 461, now what should happen? I want to send it back to this position, and the position is, instead of minus, we just have to put a positive number over here. Right, now that's what you will get as an output. See, we are able to see this moving background. Now the backdrop is moving. Okay, still we are left with lot of things. Don't worry, because while moving, when it is moving, it's looking great, but the thing is, we do not want to see this white space. Okay, how to eliminate this white space? Now I'll cover it further. Just a second, let me see first whether I have any queries in the comment box, so that I can answer your queries, because that's one of the most important part of these tutorials. If your queries will not be sorted out, then you will definitely get confused, and your confusion will increase, and I don't want that to happen. Abhiram Kumar, thank you very much, dear, for joining me at this time in this tutorial. It's great to have you here. And is there anyone else who is there with me right now? I think there are. I'm doing fine, Abhiram. Don't forget to like and share this video, dear, so that it can reach to the maximum students possible, and they can also come and enjoy these free online coding classes that we are giving on this beautiful channel named Geeks for Geeks. And thank you very much in advance for finding out the time and sharing the tutorial and liking it. Thank you very much, dear. It means a lot, and we are there for you, and I think this much support you can show us. You just have to hit a button, that's it. Okay, so let's come back. Now what we can do, the moment the x position becomes smaller than -461, so this will happen. Now after this, what we can do, we can change to the next costume if you want. How can we change the costume? So for that we need to come on this costume section. Okay, so first of all we'll learn how can we change the costume, and after that we'll do something else definitely. So I am going to create a duplicate of this, and I don't want this, I don't want this, I want let me use this paint tool. I think that will work. I want a width of 6 will be fine, I think. And let's make use of green color. No, it's not looking nice. Just a second. I think I will, if I'll hold the shift key, then I'll be able to draw it in a better way. Yeah. So see, now that's what the background which is visible to us over here. Now if I want to change the background, I can come on this costume 1, the background will change. And if I want to see costume 2 getting reflected on this, I can come on costume 2, and that's what now is going to get reflected over here. So you know you can draw the backgrounds accordingly as per your requirements. Now here in this if control statement, we can add a code, and the code can be, I think, how about next costume, because we haven't used a backdrop option for this background. We use the sprite option, right? It's a sprite. So what we can do, we can make use of next costume block. I think we can find it over here. Yes, that's the one I was looking for, and I'm putting it over here. Let me stop the game and play it again. So the first costume, and then it's the next costume, and after this it's the first costume again. So the costume will now keep on changing. Now this empty, this white space which is visible to us right now, how can we cover it up? That's what we have to think. So for that I'll stop the game, and let's try to think about how can we cover this white background. So what we can do, it's a very simple trick that you can make use of. You can just duplicate this sprite one. Okay, the one that we created over here, we can create a duplicate of this one. Now whatever code you have defined in this coding workspace for this sprite 1, automatically it will also get copied for this sprite 2 in this coding workspace. You do not have to define the coding for this sprite 2 separately. However, if you want to do that, you can just eliminate this whole code and you can start coding from the beginning, but that is not required at present. And with this sprite 2, what we can do, so this is fine, this is, now here what we have to do, see, at this point when this sprite reaches to this point, go to x 461 and -2, we see that complete white background. Now what we can do, we can simply put these two things over here, 461, and here we can put -2, perfectly fine. And over here also we can do the same thing. Rest everything is going to remain the same. I think it's perfectly fine now. So now this, I think this sprite 2 is going to cover that white background which we see when this backdrop starts moving. Let's see whether we'll be able to get the correct output or not. So I'm running this game and checking out whether we'll get the required output or not. So see how beautiful now it is looking. So what is happening now, right now, this sprite 2 has covered up that white space that was earlier visible to us, and it's looking amazing right now. This background is moving, we are able to see it moving, and it's looking very much realistic. Let me just show you this scenario on a bigger screen. So I need to hit this button. Okay, so that's what the output you will get, right? And it is looking amazing right now. Now before moving to the last section of this video, I would like to first check out the comment section, so that if there is any queries or queries, I can answer the same and sort it out. Okay, Bhanwat, hello dear. So you are new on this channel, I think. Thank you very much, dear, for joining me at this time. I hope you are liking this lecture, and also you have shared this lecture in your group. If you haven't done that yet, I would request you to please do it now, so that we can reach to the maximum students possible, and they can also join our channel and learn to code free of cost, right? Okay, so great to see you guys over here on this channel. Fine, so we are done with defining the code for the backdrops, as well as we are done with defining the designing the backdrops. Let me show you the entire code now. So that's what we used for this first sprite. So there are two costumes we defined for this first sprite. The first sprite, this is the first one, and this is the second costume, on which we have some this plant without leaves. Then we have this sprite 2 over here. Also we have for this also we have two different costumes. Now if suppose you'll make some change in the color of this costume, let's see what's gonna happen. So if I'll change this one to let's say if I'll change this to red, then let's see what's gonna happen. So we are able to see now the red color getting reflected, right? Yes, it's there, see. So it is also looking nice. It totally depends upon you, how you want to, what's the color you want to give to your backdrops. And besides that, if you want to make it look more interesting, you can add some text to this. Let me select white color. I think that will look more visible over here. I am going for a walk. So I am putting it over here. Okay, so that's what the output you will get, and it is looking really amazing, right? Similarly, if you want to add some text to this backdrop of the first sprite, you can do that very easily. So I'm selecting I think red will look fine on this. Yes. Hi there, I am on a ride. So now if I'll open the bigger screen, so that's what the output you will get finally. So we are able to see some text in the background, and that's the amazing output you will get with the help of this code. So that's it from my side in this lecture. Now before ending this tutorial, I would like to again tell you about this beautiful course which Geeks for Geeks has come up with. So it's a course based on App Lab, and if you want to learn how you can develop mobile applications on this beautiful App Lab platform, then this course is made for you. If you want to if you want to find out the information related to this course, so you can check it over here on this web page. The URL of this web page, you can find it in the description section. And in this course you will be taught about the mobile applications, what all components you have to use for creating a user interface, and how can you design a perfect user interface for your mobile applications. Besides that, we'll teach you how you can develop multi-screen applications and things related to things related to that. Then if you want to know about the topics that will be covered in this course, so you can simply click on this button over here. Automatically you will be redirected on a different link to which a PDF file is attached. Now here in this PDF file you will find all the topics that will be covered, and besides these topics there will be a lot of fun. There will be many things that will be covered in the tutorials. Okay, so make sure you join this lecture if you really need it, or else what you can do, if suppose you think that there is a person who is looking for something related to mobile app development, you can refer this course to him so that he can avail this course and fill that empty seat we have right now with us. It's very affordable. This course is extremely affordable, and if you want to get some more discount on this price, you can check out the description section of this video. Over there you'll find a promo code with the help of which you can avail a very good discount on the total course fee, right? And if you want to learn something related to artificial intelligence, machine learning, data science, web development, or something big, so we are into everything. We are one-way stop, you can say. You can contact us anytime. We are available for you guys 24/7, right? So you can get in touch with our executive team today. Get the information of the relevant course, whatever course you want to pursue. You can just contact our executive team for getting the required information and start your classes. Okay, avail the course, start your class, and learn coding and learn big things. Thank you very much for joining me in this tutorial, guys. Have a great day ahead. Bye bye, everyone. Take care.